Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Okay, on with the video. What does he come with? He comes with a very cool Mike Zeck style looking face. Mike Zeck was the illustrator who did the pencils for Secret Wars. And the smirk is kind of cool, but they didn't give you a rageful, angry face, which unfortunately I don't understand. Wolverine, you know, one sarcastic face could be this face, and then when he's in battle mode, right? This is not lounge mode. He's not chilling. Why can't we have a rageful masked face? I don't understand that. Okay, that's one thing. They give you a set of fists right here, so we can put up his dukes, and I like it, right? Because they're solid. And also, if you want to, I like to do something a little wacky. I like to put them in my pocket and take them with me. Instead of a fidget spinner, I keep them with me, my Marvel Legends, depending on which one figures it is. And this way, he won't get caught on my pocket, on my, you know, the fabric, and like a sweatshirt or something. And I also put on the other head. Speaking of which, easy. Look for the snap. Oh yeah. Snap. Okay. There it is. There it is. Let's do the little pop. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. There we go. And this actually looks really good. I mean, he looks pretty darn tough, in my opinion. I like the look. It's a little he looks a little sarcastic, a little mean. He does look like a little bit of he got a little bit of makeup on, but it's a really, really nice face and sculpt. And what I like about Marvel Legend figures, they feel solid and durable, and the stand factor. I'm gonna do a whole video on the stand factor. When you can do that, and they stand that quickly, right? You don't want to have to take 20 minutes to stand a figure. Anyway, head looks good, right? But what I don't understand is why. How come they never give him? I guess they can't give him a cigar, right? Because that's smoking. Smoking's bad. All right. But another set of hands would be nice too at Wolverine. Maybe an open set. Maybe an open set like that or like this. I mean, 2 heads, 3 sets of hands would be nice because we have the claws, which I'll show you in a second. We have the fists, which are nice, and just a casual set. I mean, for the price, $24.99 is like nice face, really nice. Really like it a lot. Here he is with the claws in, and they look splendid. They're not very like hard. In other words, like they're not like a brittle plastic, which is kind of smart, but it could backfire. That way, if you put it in your pocket or something, or hit something, it's not going to break off. The only problem is this. I can see this being bent and warped, but you know, just be careful. I guess they look good with this face. And it's just, you know, it's just a nice look, the claws, right? Him looking down at them, him doing the classic, looks great with his face. And again, I would have loved a growling, angry face, but I guess we are to use our imaginations. Looks so cool. Give me a kiss, baby. Let's briefly talk about the paint. Paint looks good, right? If you zoom in, right? It's a very narrow tuck of this brown, and in the comics, I don't remember it being so narrow, because I read the original Secret Wars when it came out in the 80s, and I loved it. But paint looks good, you know, it's as good as it's gonna get for a massively produced figure. Looks good. No problems. And I do love the way the hair on the arm, this hair is sculpted on, and it's also, the hairs are printed onto the sculpted arm. Not perfectly, but so well to, but when you touch it, you can feel the sculpt, and it's really great. So the paint looks good. Even the face, he has a little bit of texture to the face, a little bit of there's this like warmth, like if you can see it, like his 5 o'clock shadow. One eye is like a little bit open, a little bit more. This nice orange gold. Okay. The T. Actually, it's a little bit snug. You have to sometimes put these in water. Excuse me, hot water, which I never had was the case years ago. But the T pose, right? Arms go down. The bicep twist. Come on, baby. Do the bicep twist. Then the shoulder, I have to grab it pretty tightly because it's pretty snug. But the more you work it, these toys are designed for ages 5 and up, I think, or 4 and up. It really is designed for a kid to grab onto and smash around and, you know. So you have to be careful, adult collectors, because you don't want to break it. Okay, elbow joint, double joints, really nice. Double joint, see that there? Right, he can bring it all the way in. All the way in. Really nice. Same thing on this side, all the way in, right? And when I first got him, I literally soaked him in a hot water bath for like 20 seconds, let him cool off, played with him another 20 seconds. 20 seconds is long, but I'm just really afraid that I'll break him. More articulation, the legs, everyone does this, right? Because like Wolverine would do this in a comic book. I don't think so, however. People do this because they want to see how far his legs will go up. The knee too, double jointed. Pinless, mind you. Pinless is pretty. I would make a t-shirt that says pinless is pretty, because it does give you continue the illusion, even though it's an action figure. This knee was a little stiff. I had to soak it. It still makes me nervous bending it. But over the bootlegs that people are getting, they really do. Hasbro, this is pretty solid plastic. It's not flimsy or weak or soft. There is a boot swivel. Which is tons of fun because, you know, there is an ankle swivel. See that ankle twist? My hands are big, I apologize. Ankle swivel, look at that, right? Hinge. And I don't understand either, like, why not cut off this here? It'll be a little less attractive so we can go all the way back. Right here on the foot. Cut this off. Don't understand why the character can't, you know, no toe articulation, which I'm kind of shocked at. Wolverine, any character that's going to crouch needs toe articulation. I just don't understand. His wrist bend in, which are nice. Still, be careful. But these pegs are stronger than anything else. The head, of course, that classic, typical, right? Which, I don't know who does this with an action figure. Not even little kid, maybe little kids do. Yeah, that's, whatever. Complete hinge joint down, right? Looks down pretty well. But again, the back of his head stops there. Now, I guess they're thinking if he's going to look back, you're going to pull, you're going to go into, what we're going to talk about next, the ab crunch, and Wolverine's going to look back like that. Nobody looks back like that. So, yeah, I still don't understand Hasbro, what the dealio is, but he does have a good ab crunch, right? Look at that. Like, I guess that's the whole point of him looking down, but looking up, all these characters in the comic book, every character since Jack Kirby, which is forever, they're always coming at the camera with their weapons out, and you can't do it with them. You can't live. I just don't understand that. Again, we're way past this is for a kid type of thing. This is a collector's market. Adults are looking at these things. So, I mean, I guess I could go back and cut this, but I just don't like doing that unless I have 2 of the figure. And I don't know if I'd ever buy an extra one because they're pretty expensive. I like this a lot. I do. I'm not sure why it's necessary, right? We have this, right? We have this on Wolverine, but we don't have the head tilting all the way back, right? We actually have a waist swivel, a waist twist, or swivel with the ab crunch, which is great, right? I think that is important. People complain about this, but you know, that's necessary for a character to move more naturally, I guess. But I don't understand this, right? Why give us this and not the head tilting all the way back? All you have to do is make this piece a little bit smaller and give the head peg, right? Give us some more space there so it can go all the way back. All the way back. Oh, that snap is very pleasing. So, but it does look, he's a great figure. Feels great, feels solid in your hands. And that's a very nice feeling. But he looks really good. Here's our Secret Wars Wolverine with Toy Biz's 2004 Wolverine brown suit. And this is a CT Toys bootleg based off the Mayflex Wolverine. And this is the difference, right? Here's the major difference. He can do this awesome crouch. As a matter of fact, he's designed to where he's perfectly balanced because his feet are large, but his feet are about the same size as his feet here. If we zoom in and take a look, right? Feet are the same size, legs are the same size. But what they did here on the CT Toys version, his feet are not the same size. They're smaller, but they gave him so much articulation that you can balance out the weight. If you look at his posture, right? Center of gravity is right there. So now he's perfectly balanced, right? This is what I don't understand. Let's put, fellas, stand over here, please. Sorry. This part I don't understand. These two dudes, Wolverines, excuse me, can do the nice crouch. That's classic Wolverine. This comic book took place in the 80s. Classic Wolverine does this, right? Classic Wolverine does this, right? This is classic Wolverine. Ain't happening. Center of gravity is here. These feet can, I guess, we can put his 1 foot back like this. I guess that's more of a, whoops, sorry dude. You cannot get that crouched down pose unless we, now he has a center of gravity. This is center of gravity for Wolverine. Still can't do it. Still can't do it. Is that a tough looking Wolverine to you? Okay, this Wolverine, this pose works, but I can do the same thing with the CT Toys bootleg Mayflex, and I can do that with the Toy Biz. And the Toy Biz, ironically, has the same head swivel. They even have hand articulation. All right, there's pins, but and I hate the criticism. I hate criticizing a major corporation who's giving us action figures that we love, but Wolverine. If Wolverine can't do that pose, if he can't do this pose, then what are we talking about, right? You can't. Don't tell me. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is. He looks like he's. I'm not sure what he looks like he's doing. He just broke his pelvis. If I turn it this way, maybe? But that's not... Anyway, I do like the figure a lot. It's hard to not fall in love with something that reminds me of my childhood. Yeah. He does look cool. Front, back, anatomy is really great. Oh, I didn't do the butterfly joint. Let's push it all the way back, right? And again, we'll bend the elbows. Classic Wolverine pose. Let's pull let's bend the elbows back. Wolverine's getting into a fight. Again, I understand that we're adults collecting or whatever, teenagers or kids, but how is Wolverine getting into a fight, right? Coming at the villain and he's looking straight down because his head does not have the articulation that he needs. There's no reason for it not to. Then we have to bend the ab crunch back. It's not asking a lot, in my opinion. And people can mod it, and I'll probably have to mod it and cut back here, but major gripe is the head. Head and toe joints. Everything else is spot on. Love all of it. I love that he's a thick, beefy Wolverine, too. Hugh Jackman got the job. He was a great Wolverine, but Wolverine is supposed to be beefy and thick. Thick biceps, thick chest, right? Thick neck. His neck is nice and thick. Right, thick waist, thick pelvis. I love the belt is loose. Thick legs. I can't believe that just happened. I don't understand. Everything's nice and thick on this dude. right? And he does. To me, there's an aesthetic about holding him in your hand, any of the figures. And I just like that he's thick and beefy, and I can hold him in my hand. And if he falls, I put him in my pocket, right? A kid can have him. I can give him as a gift. And even his the fins on the cowl are nice and soft. So if you put them in your pocket or put them in a bag, I do that. I don't know who else does that. Maybe leave it in the comments below. But I like bringing him with me in my pocket. And yes, does it look weird if I'm in a doctor's office and I pull out an action figure? I don't care. I'm tired of it. I'm enjoying it. I love this. I love this hobby for over 30 years. Anyway, that's my Wolverine Logan, if you know me. Secret Wars review. More to come. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. All right, thank you guys. Love you, my gems and my jewels. Take it easy. Bye, bub. Subscribe and like. Subscribe and like. Where'd the other guy go? Subscribe and like. All right, see you guys later. I'm here, dude. All right, like and subscribe. All right, gotcha. Cool. All right. What does this mean, subscribe and like? What does this mean? I don't get it. You don't have to get it. Just whatever. Whoop. Do something, subscribe, something, whatever.